Good morning, Ashland High School, and welcome freshmen to part 2 of the forecasting process. Today, we're going to go over how to do your forecasting for next year. Welcome freshmen. You are no longer going to be the bottom of the totem pole. You will be the second phase of your four-year high school career. I am Maurice Montero, your counselor next year for letters O through Z. Along with us is Miss Phipps and Miss Berry. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. My name is Diane Berry, and I'm going to be working with students whose last names end A through HA.
And I'm Carrie Phipps. How you guys? Ninth grade class. I'm so happy to be giving you off to these wonderful counselors.
All right, students. So what we're going to do, several things today. It's an easy process, so we'll go through it step by step. First, we're going to open up the four-year graduation plan. It's the form that you completed last week. That was part 1, and you should have filled it out for 10th grade. So you're going to complete your grade 10 section. If you haven't done so already, it's okay if you haven't. Just get it done this week. Use the catalog as a reference. It's got a lot of good information, a lot of good features this year. We'll go over that shortly, and it'll help you make your decisions. There's a lot of information such as course descriptions, if you have questions what a course is about, what the prerequisites are, or in other words, what you should have taken before taking this course you might be thinking about, and what grade level you need to be to take it. To begin with, you should have gotten a link in your email for 10th grade forecasting form. This is where you're going to make your choices for next year. You're going to complete your forecasting form and you're going to submit it, hopefully no later than Friday. Referring back to last week again, the form that you received, grade 10 should be filled out. If you want to fill out from this year, grade 9 and grade 10, perfect, but at least grade 10, focus on that. So make sure all that's done. What it is a guideline for you to choose when you use forecasting form to refer to. Hopefully you had given a copy to your counselor and also CC'd your parent. If you haven't done so, please do so, and we'll move on to the next part.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Ashland High School Course Catalog. This year, we're so proud of it because it is very much improved. It's digital, as we've been telling you, and has lots and lots of potential to look through very quickly, very efficiently, and we're going to encourage you to do that. Okay, so as we mentioned last week, start with a table of contents because this is going to be your roadmap for navigating it. Every time you click on a heading, a dark black heading, it'll take you directly to that page. Most importantly, every time you click on a course title, it's going to take you to that course description, and you're going to learn all about what the course is about and what prerequisites are, as Maurice mentioned, how much credit you'll earn, that kind of thing. And then that nice little bright red arrow up there tells you that once you're done reading a course description, you can return to the table of contents and you will come quickly right back to this roadmap. Another great resource for you all as you're forecasting is our high school website. Under the academics bar, as you see that up there in that top kind of menu bar, you're going to find the course guide. You'll find recordings of our advisory lessons. If you missed a detail or you want to go back to those, you're going to find recordings of English selective videos, which are going to be important for you next year, the following year when you're a junior and a senior, and recordings of AP class information sessions. So if you are interested in taking AP US History, but you haven't quite decided, or if you missed the information session last Wednesday, go ahead under academics. You're going to find Mr. Heward's overview of the class and yeah, watch it so that you can make a really good decision. Under forecasting page, that's under our counseling services, you will find the links to your forecasting form if you can't find them anywhere else. All right, next page.
Oh, that's me. All right, you guys, I bet you're really wanting to get this done. So you've been thinking about this a lot, hopefully for the, since last Wednesday, thinking about what do you want to take next year? What classes do you want to take? Now we're doing this online. It's a digital form from Microsoft Forms, and it should be very intuitive. This is an example of what it looks like. Anyway, you should get an email from me giving you the link on Wednesday. It also should be on the Canvas page. And as Diane was talking about, it will be on the forecasting page in the Ashland High School website. So there's a few things I want you to know, though, that we didn't really talk about last time. You will be signing up for more electives than you can actually take. And the reason for this is we really need you to give us your top priorities and then a few other classes that you're willing to take, because sometimes the way the master schedule falls and the way your class choices fall, we can't always get you your all of your top choices, but we tried very hard. And so in the form, you're going to find that it's like, what's your first elective choice? What's your second elective choice? And so you will be signing up for more, but we just really need you to do that. You cannot forecast for a teacher's aide position or an internship or school to work or the alt ed program. And so if you're in Thoreau now, go ahead and register for classes just like everybody else. In the bottom, there's a place that says, are you going to Thoreau? And so we'll get you taken care of there too. And if you are wanting to take a TA or an internship or school to work, we can take care of that after the master schedule is built. Okay, so there's a few things while you're filling out this form that we really want you to take your time, okay? Look at your the 4-year graduation plan that you put together and you've given a lot of thought to. Make sure in the form you read the directions carefully, okay? Because we want you to make the right choices. And as you're doing it, try to keep track of the number of electives or the number of credits that you're choosing, because some classes that you have to take and they start adding up pretty quickly. When you open up the link, you're going to find this page. This is just asking you to put in your last name first, then your first name, because it's really easier for us to sort through information when you do that. We really want you to give us your phone number, make sure your area code is first, because if we're having an issue and we can't get a class in, we're going to want to give you a call. All 10th graders will take English 10. They will take a global studies because it's a block class. So you'll have the same teacher for English and your and not global. Did I say global studies? Not social science, okay? I mean, so it's just like you had this year. English and global studies is one class, one teacher that you have every day. Same thing with English 10 and American studies or AP US history. You get to choose which one of those you want to take. You're also going to take math. You're also going to take science. And the first selection we want you to make is, are you going to take AP US or are you going to take American studies? And I really strongly encourage you, if you didn't get to go to Mr. Heward's information session last week, that you go to the website and take a look at that. The next selection will be math. A lot of you already know which math class you're going to take, and so just go ahead and click on it. I can just take taking integrated math 2, and that's it, right? I think I'm going to stick with American studies, by the way. And then which science did you take? We have your science teacher will be giving you some information about which science class they recommend for you, okay? I'm not going to fill out all of these. Some students in 10th grade like to double up in science, and we have created a space for you to do that. You don't have to, as I'll show you when your drop menu says none. Just one science is enough. And then which world language you're going to take for second semester, your sophomore year. Again, we strongly encourage you to take your PE classes. If you didn't take 2 this year, please consider taking one next year. And you have a lot more choices as a 10th grader, so check those out. But if you don't want one, you can go ahead and put none. And the same thing with musical performing arts. And then we go on, and this is the place where we really want you to select your number one elective choice, okay? So right now, we know we have a English, we know we have a social science, we know we have math, we know we have a science. If you didn't take a second science, okay. Right now you have 4 classes. Are you gonna take a world language? That's 5 classes. And then if you decide to take performance, that's 6 classes. So just know when you give us your top elective, we're going to try to get that one for you. And there is a long list of electives. They are all in alphabetical order. And so they're really easy to find. From the course catalog, we let you know if there's a prerequisite needed in here. And so please make sure you read through them. The second choice has the same list. So get to know that list and make your choices wisely, because it's going to matter when we start putting a schedule together. And it goes to 4th, 5th, and 6th elective choices. And here's that question about Thoreau I asked earlier. And if there's any other special circumstances we should know about, and then you push submit.
And so, freshmen, upcoming sophomores, I'm so proud of you. If you do have additional questions, once again, refer to the catalog. It has a lot of useful information, a lot easier to use this year. Ask classmates or friends, they might have some input on certain courses. Ask parents, they've been through high school. They know what it's like. Might have been a while, but they still remember. So they can help you out. Also, they also know what the next steps are for whatever your future might be, whether it's college, wherever you decide to go. There's going to be a counselor Zoom link with Ms. Phipps in it that's available, so you can ask her. If you don't feel comfortable using the Zoom link, you can easily email her and she will respond accordingly.
Most importantly, of course,
let's complete this by Friday, please. Before spring break, it's one less thing to worry about, one more thing off your checklist. And as Baby Yoda would say when he talks, or she, great job doing you are. So, wise words for the young students of our future. Happy spring break, everyone.
Looking forward to coming back and seeing some people in person.
thanks a lot for your help, you guys. Have a great spring break.